Welcome to Family Julian Family, your favorite spots for family fun. From live in Germany to pranks, games, and laughs. Yoruba class, couple talk show, and real life vlogs. Join the tribe, subscribe, and grow with the family. It's real, it's fun, it's Family Julian Family.
Me and my people, we go jolly, yo. We the fight, yo. We know they send nobody. Cause we get no worries and we get energy. I tell them, them I follow.
So we all know the tortoise and the hare story, right? You know, slow and steady wins the race. But this is my favorite version. This is one of the Yoruba folklore, and it is the story of the tortoise and the palm tree. This is the story of how the tortoise got its back shell broken. Once upon a time, in the heart of the jungle, deep in the animal kingdom, there lived a tortoise named Alabata. Now, Alabata was a very proud tortoise. He was loud and boastful and full of himself. And he loved to tell everyone just how amazing he was. One morning, the animals were gathered in the village square. They were gossiping and trading news, and Alabata stood in a nearby podium. And he said, "Who is the wisest of them all? Me. Who is the cleverest of them all? Me. No one thinks faster or talks smoother than your one and only Alabata." All the animals rolled their eyes. Everyone thought Alabata was a big, fat, sassy pants. But no one wanted to argue with him. Not in the mood. Then a dog stepped forward. The dog was calm and collected and confident. Cool, really. And the dog said to the tortoise, "Big shell, big words. But wisdom isn't about shouting. So how about this? Why don't you and I climb the tallest palm tree in the jungle while carrying a calabash of water without the water spilling till you get to the top of the tree? Whoever does it first wins." All the animals loved this idea. It seemed like a good test of skill and speed. And who better to win than the fastest climber in the jungle? The dog. But Alabata thought he could do it. He wanted to prove to everyone, especially to the dog, just how talented he was, so he accepted the dog's challenge. Now the animals tied a rope around the trunk of the palm tree so the winner could use it to climb down and collect their prize. And then the dog tied the calabash of water on its back to make it stable, so it will be able to climb the tree easily, and said, "Ready, set, go." And the two competitors started to climb. Now, even though the dog was much faster than the tortoise, he had to keep his eyes on the ball, so to speak. If he wanted to reach the top of the palm tree without spilling the water in the calabash on his back, he needed to stay focused. So he climbed higher and higher and higher. But meanwhile, the tortoise below struggled with every inch of his climb, because he foolishly placed the calabash of water between his chest and the palm tree. But he was determined. Sweat poured down his face, his muscles burned. But as he neared the top of the tree, he began to see a glimmer of victory. But just then, the calabash tipped, and water splashed down onto the bark of the tree. The tortoise slipped, and time slowed. And in that moment, the tortoise knew it was going to fall. And he cried out, "No!" And it fell backward and down and down and down off the tree. And there was a crash as his once smooth and shiny shell smashed into a million jagged pieces. And the silence was deafening. And when other animals rushed over to the tortoise and they saw his broken shell, they felt bad. But the dog said, "Looks like someone boasted too much and learned a little lesson in humility." And then, gently, kindly, the animals glued the broken pieces of his shell back together. And it was cracked and uneven. And the tortoise looked at his damaged shell and he sighed. And he said, "It used to shine." And the dog said, "Now it tells a story." And from that day on, the tortoise spoke less and listened more, because no one has the monopoly of wisdom in this life. Oh, wonderful story, isn't it? What did you learn today?
Yes, we learn that wisdom comes to those who are humble and kind, and boasting and pride only leads to a big fall.
And now it's time for you to become a storyteller. Tell this story to someone else by sharing this video, and make sure they learn the lesson too. Go on, go. And remember, be humble like the tortoise and always listen to others. Bye.